Hey, what's up, guys? Jason here. Just doing an update. Today is 9 months without Kratom. So that's awesome. You know, it's crazy. I didn't even realize it. I was just on a run today, and it's like it's the 14th today. 9 months. So it's really cool. It's really cool that I'm like, not being so aware, tracking like every day of being sober and counting it. Like, as when I first started quitting, man, I was so aware of every single day. I'm like, all right, it's 15 days, it's 17 days, it's whatever, 25 days, and it's like, I mean, that's good. It's good to like keep track and celebrate those little milestones. And now, just moved on to the month milestones, and 9 months, like, I could have had a baby by now, like 9 months pregnancy, and speaking of baby, like, that is such a good analogy, like, the process of pregnancy, the process of having a baby, it's a process. Like, it takes 9 months to reach a full pregnancy term. You, as bad as you might want that baby out, as bad as you might want that baby, it's just like you can't. You have to wait. You have to wait 9 months. And the thing with sobriety is it's kind of similar. Like, we want to just feel good. We want to feel great right away. And wouldn't that be awesome, right? But like, recovery is a process. Like, getting clean and growing is a process. The cool thing is it's like, it's a never-ending process. Like, we continue to grow and grow and grow. Like, in so many areas. Like, that's what's so cool about life, is like the potential for infinite growth in pretty much all areas, right? It's like we can always improve, we can always progress in whatever it is we're doing. So I just want to throw that out there for like encouragement, right? Like, if you just started getting clean, if you're on just on that journey, just beginning, or if you're thinking about taking that leap and starting the sobriety recovery journey, like, do yourself a favor, and if you haven't started already, start sooner than later, because it's only, you're only putting your life on hold, right? Like, if we're aware there's something in our life we're doing that's an addiction, that's controlling our life, we know it's hindering us, we know it's holding us back, we know it's just a matter of time before, like, we finally do make that decision to quit and let it go. You owe it to yourself. Do yourself a favor and start now. Start now. Like, look at me, for example. Like, if I wouldn't have started yet, I wouldn't be where I'm at. Like, I'm at 9 months, all because I decided to let Kratom go. It came down to a decision, and like, time just keeps moving. The process keeps going. But if we never make that jump, if we never make that decision to like let these addictions go, the process isn't beginning. It's like wanting to have a baby, but I don't have a wife, or even say I do have a wife, but like we don't have sex, right? Like, how would I ever expect to have a baby? You know, it's like not possible. So like, it's very interesting, like how, you know, like, man, we could be cutting ourselves so short in so many ways that we're not even aware of. Opportunities, you know, relationships, that people we might meet. Um, you know, our addiction, man, is it can be such a blinder where we're just not seeing things in a clear perspective, in a, you know, in a proper perspective. Really, like, things can be distorted. We can really start looking at life in a jaded angle, in a jaded view, where it's just not correct, you know. So man, I'm so thankful to be completely sober, to be, you know, completely clean, and be able to, like, you know, just be always available, like, always aware, always, you know, in my right state of mind. You know, I live in downtown Minneapolis, so like, almost on the daily I smell weed. You know, as you guys know, I had a huge problem with weed. I smoked it for about 15 years, pretty much every single day. And that was actually the hardest thing to quit. Even harder than painkillers and harder than Kratom. But anyways, like, I see people drinking all the time. I live on the same block as a brewery, same block as a liquor store. Um, you know, a lot of my friends still like to go out and party, and, you know, so I'm around it, not often, you know, like, not, I don't hang around those environments, but it's still like around me. I still see it, and it's kind of, you know, it kind of gives me a, you know, I have compassion on people, like, you know, seeing the homeless people, like, laying in the grass, just passed out from drinking all day, you know, and man, it's like, I'm just so thankful I'm not in that position, you know. I definitely don't think I'm any better than anybody, but I am grateful to not be a slave to those substances anymore. Not be a slave to that fix or that high. And man, so I just, man, it's just like, there's been good days, there's been bad days, there's been weird emotions, there's been, you know, depressing feelings on this whole journey, right? But none of those things last, you know, because I'm not deciding to be a victim to those things, you know. When the down days come, or when down moments come, or whatever, I don't overvalue them. I do whatever it is I can do in that moment to shift my attitude, to shift my perception, to be more grateful, to look at things and just in a better way, and do my part in what I can do, and then just go from there. And then some days, like, you can do all sorts of great stuff, and you're just not feeling it. You're not feeling like you're having a good day, and that's all right. That's normal once in a while, you know. Like, we can't appreciate the highs in life, the natural highs, the peaks of the mountains, without the lows. We need that contrast so we can really, you know the value in things, understand things. Like, if we're always winning, you know, we wouldn't understand what it is to win. We gotta take the losses, we gotta take the hits, and understand that, you know, that's just part of life. So I've really, man, I see so much room for growth in my life. But at the same time, I'm aware of a lot of growth that's occurred in these last 9 months. And I'm just so grateful. I'm so blessed. You know, the same way I quit weed, I quit Kratom. You know, I quit cigarettes like 6 years ago. Um, man, like I tried quitting these things on my own power, and man, I just couldn't do it. Just white knuckling it, like then freak out with anger and rage, and have to just get high again. And I just reached that point where I'm so aware that these things I was doing weren't serving me. Like it was so obvious in my mind, because there is a moment where like there's like seasons where you can, I kind of knew, when I got hooked on painkillers, I kind of knew like, yeah, I shouldn't be doing this, but screw it, I'll just get high. Like, and I was able to like think like that, like not I don't know, not be real with myself, you know. And the same with Kratom too. Like after like doing Kratom every single day for over 2 years, I would say, yeah, you probably shouldn't be doing this, But eventually that voice got louder. Like, no, this is really a problem. This is really an issue, man. Like, you are doing this every single day. You don't need it for any medical reason. You're just using it as a crutch to alter your state of mind because you're weak. I was telling myself this, and I understood, like, man, this is, at some point, I'm going to have to bite the bullet here and realize that this has to go. How long am I going to be doing this? How long am I going to be living to get high? Because that's the thing, is like, addicted to these substances, kratom and pills and weed and drinking and whatever. It's like, it would take up so much focus on my mind, where like it would really distract me from pursuing anything in life, because all I was focused on or cared about was like my feelings. I just want to feel good. Well, I don't want to do anything that was freaking good. I just wanted to feel good, like, what about doing achievements? What about setting goals? What about accomplishing things to feel good? Like, those things are okay, like, you earn those good feelings, when you reach levels of success and, hitting goals and whatnot. But when you can just cheat and take a substance just to feel good for no other reason than that, it's and you're doing it every single day, like that's I had to tell myself, man, this is an issue. And I thank God that He allowed me to see that in the light, in the truth of what it was. That, hey man, Jason, you got some issues here, man. You're doing these things that you shouldn't. You gotta let these things go, man. And I almost lost myself, like I got so lost. Man, I got out there, way out to sea. And I just called on God for that rescue rope, that lifeline, and like to quit these things. And man, I just clinged on to Him. If you guys seen the day I quit Kratom, like I flushed it down the toilet. I made a video on that, and like I just was real with God. I was like, God, I trust You. I give this to You. I'm stepping out on faith. Like Jesus, You say, he who the Son sets free is free indeed. So I literally put it on God. I'm like, God, I'm going public with this. Like, I couldn't do it on my own power, but I'm putting it on You, just to show that You are faithful, just to show that You are who You say You are. You're my deliverer, God. So And God, I just thank you, man. You came through for me. You came through for me. I couldn't do it on my own, and I gave it to you, and you know, I did my part. I stepped out in faith. I did my part by letting it go. And that's the thing, is like, if we want to give God something, right? Like this, say this is my addiction, right? I want to give it to God. You know, it's like I gotta let go of it. If I give it to him and then, but I'll take it back just one more time. I'll give it to you, God. Oh, no, I'll take it back. All right, I'll give it to you this time. No, I'll take it back. Like, no, you give it to him and you let go. It's like that saying, let go and let God. Like, so, and also it takes a lot of pressure off, because we're not doing it on our own strength. We're not doing it on our own power. Like, we have the creator of the universe on our side. There ain't no stronger force than that to be of assistance to you in this process, in any process of life. So, I mean, that's how I got to where I'm at, and that's how I'm continuing to get to where I'm going. You know, it's man, like I said, I got so much more growing to do, but you know, I'm on the way. The process has begun, you know, and this process is a lot longer than just a 9-month full-term pregnancy process. You know, like, I kind of like using that analogy because it's 9 months today. You know. So we could apply that process to so many areas of life, with things we're pursuing, with successes, businesses we're trying to develop, you know, whatever it might be, ambitions we have. It's like, even when the baby comes out, right? Like, it's a process. Another process begins. Like, the baby needs diapers. The baby needs to learn how to be potty trained. The baby needs to even learn how to crawl. They don't even know how to crawl. You know, before you walk, you gotta crawl. You know, they don't know how to read. They don't know how to talk. But you know, we don't give up on the babies, right? We're like, oh, you didn't learn how to walk today, we'll just give up on you. No, like, we know that they'll learn how to walk. We know that. And that's the same thing with, like, quitting addictions. If, you know, like, they're crutches, right? They call it a crutch for a reason, because you're not walking properly. You're using a crutch. Like, when you break a leg, you wear crutches. You know, you use a crutch to help you walk. You know? And we need to learn how to walk again without a crutch. You know? Especially when we've already done it. We already know we can walk without a crutch. So, it's very interesting just looking at this whole process topic, and how to trust the process, man. Trust it. We can get so caught up in the moment and get so discouraged, but if we just, like, turn those thoughts off and just trust that things are going to work out, you know, that they will. They kind of have to, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, as long as you're doing your due diligence, as long as the baby still keeps trying to learn how to walk, that baby's eventually going to walk. And I tell you what, that's the same with us. Like, we will learn how to walk again. And that's so awesome. So, man, that's all I got, guys. I know this video got kind of long, but yeah, appreciate you all. God bless you. And let me know how I can help. For real, for real. Don't be shy. Alright, take care, guys. Appreciate you.